Here we go. On the road. 127. I'm answering by video an email question I get quite frequently, and that is, what happens to me if I drop or fail Buds training? Well, the Navy's got a lot of options for you guys. If you're an officer and you drop or fail Buds training, it's over for you guys. You can never come back. However, the Navy has the Officer Fleet Transition Program, where they collect your gear and you go off to that to be transitioned for life in the fleet. And shit, I get a clip of that stuff. As an enlisted guy, there's a couple options for you guys as well. Actually, a lot more than the officers. It all depends on whether you were as sharp as a sack of wet mice in Buds, and they never want to see your mug there again. You're going to go to what they call the Enlisted Fleet Transition Program, much like the officers, but you're just not treated as good as those dudes are. I got a clip of that shit, too.
Google gobble, Google gobble.
We accept her, we accept her.
Google gobble, Google gobble. One of us, one of us. Google gobble.
Freak! Freak! Get out of here! You! Come!
Get out, you hunter! Get out! If you are a stand-up guy in Buds and you just had some trouble, you drop, and perhaps you want to go back in a couple of years, you know, the Navy has programs for you as well for that, and you've got a tremendous amount of options available. So if you're a good guy, 15 to 24 months in the fleet, you can go back to Buds. But you're going to go to an A school. What you depped in, your job that you said you wanted to do if the whole Buds thing didn't work out. So you'll go to A school. I've got a clip of a traditional A school in the Navy. This is sonar technician A school. And, you know, much like any other A school in the Navy, here it is.
I wish I could, but I was there. I wasn't here in the classroom, hoping I was right, thinking about it. I was up to my knees in rice paddies with guns, and then we're going up against Charlie, slugging it out with him, while pussies like you were back here partying, putting headbands on, doing drugs, listening to the goddamn Beatle albums. Oh! Oh!
There's also an opportunity for you guys as well. You know, if the whole Navy thing just has not worked out, you can speak to your career counselor in the Navy. Those are good guys. I got a video clip of one of those guys counseling another dude. Here that is.
You're just a man's woman. You know what I mean? Huh? You. If you're a good girl, when I get to Paris, I'm going to buy you a big hat with a long, beautiful feather on it.
What are some of the other options that are available to you? You know, the whole SEAL thing, you know, that water, that cold water, that lack of sleep, the exhaustion, the phrase, toughest military training in the world kind of spooks you all off. What about Army Special Forces, the Green Beret? You know, now those dudes, something a lot of guys ought to consider, you know, Buds, the whole water thing, you know. Most guys will never finish that training, you know. However, a career in Special Forces wearing that Green Beret, now that, having that Green Beret, man, an instant chick magnet, you are going to get a lot of hot chicks. So some of the unseen video, I've got some of Green Berets in their training. So, you know, weigh it out, have a look at this, and consider your options. Maybe the Green Beret guys are the way you got to go instead of SEAL training. Here's a clip of the Green Berets. You joined the Navy to become a SEAL, to become a commando, and that dream evaporated quickly in buds. And the thoughts of joining the Army or the Marine Corps make you feel gayer than a bucket full of dicks. What other options do you have in the Navy? How about SWCC? Special Warfare Combat Crewmen. You're in kind of the thing there. These are boat guys. These are guys that want to be commandos. They just don't want to do the push-ups. There's an option to go there. I've got a clip of SWCC. They're in a transition phase, as you'll see. They're slowly progressing up to, more modern warfare, more modern equipment. But, a program you really ought to consider. Shit. Look at a frickin' clip of it. Have a look. Army Ranger. Perhaps the whole SEAL thing, the Green Beret thing, the whole Army Ranger thing. Ranger. What a tradition these dudes have. Fantastic. They're badasses, So perhaps you're considering that. I've got some clips of Rangers and their training they go through that perhaps no one's ever seen before. I've got it, and it'll help you guys make up your mind. Ranger training, you asked for it, I have it. Fire in the hole.
The name's Francis Sawyer. But everybody calls me Psycho. Any of you guys call me Francis, and I'll kill you. Ooh. You just made the list, buddy. And I don't like nobody touching my stuff. So just keep your meat hooks off. If I catch any of you guys in my stuff, I'll kill you. Also, I don't like nobody touching me. Now, any of you homos touch me, and I'll kill you.
So the SEAL thing didn't work out. The Green Berets really don't, get your knickers in a wad. The thoughts of being an Army Ranger make you want to, just brush your teeth with a pistol. We'll cover the whole gamut of special forces in the United States military. Have you ever thought about those dudes that wear those red hats in the Air Force? They call them maroon berets, but they're fucking red. I mean, we're talking about the PJs and the unsung heroes of the Air Force, the combat control teams. What a bunch of fucking badasses. Are you guys shitting me? Those dudes are chick magnets. The little known guys out there, but combat control teams and the Air Force PJs. Dude, what a can of whoop-ass rolled up into one of those silly Air Force uniforms. Things they wear, those blue things.
I hate a man like you so much that I'm going to get your head down in the mud and trample it. I'm going to make you wish you'd never been born.
If that's all, sir.
I'm just getting started. You're going to stay right here and get a belly full of flying. You're going to make every mission. You're not air exec anymore. You're just an airplane commander. And I want you to paint this name on the nose of your ship. Leper Colony. Because in it, you're going to get every deadbeat in the outfit. Every man with a penchant for head colds. If there's a bombardier who can't hit his plate with his fork, you get him. If there's a navigator who can't find the men's room, you get him because you rate him. Is that clear?
So, the Green Berets, the Ranger thing, the whole SEAL thing, the SWCC thing doesn't work out for you.